Hello everyone, I am Heli Dubey. I studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya, Ichanad, Surat. I secured 96.2% in my 12th boards. I also secured 10 CGPA in my 10th boards, and I was shortlisted for Symbiosis Pune this year. So, preparing for CLAT, first of all, I, being a humanities student, it helped me a lot in the GK section, the static GK section part, and that's why I think my GK was a bit strong from the first. I joined ProTalent in my 11th standard, so I took up for the 2-year program here at ProTalent, studying in the 11th standard, I think the main point that I got, or the things that I learned, were how to take notes on GK and what to read and what to not. So that prepared me a bit for the GK section. For English section, reading is must, and active reading plus fast reading is the main point for scoring good in English. So first of all, you can start with reading newspapers regularly. Read a few articles of your liking, or some important articles and editorials from basic newspapers like Times of India, and you can move on by reading magazines. Like I myself started the subscription of CSR, which is Competition Success Review, and I read it on a monthly basis. For the maths section, we were provided an ample amount of content from the ProTalent itself. So first I started practicing all of them, and then I realized that maths was not my cup of tea. So I personally did not practice a lot in maths, but I would advise you to practice maths from day one itself and start finding the areas which bother you and start working on them. For the legal section, the content and the sectional test, the books provided by ProTalent really helps a lot. And for the legal part, you have to start practicing from day one. Start developing a logic or reasoning behind what you're solving. First of all, read the principle carefully and just follow it. You don't have to apply any of your knowledge in that question which has been asked. Like, stick to the principle and start solving them, and start finding tricks so that you can complete the whole question in lesser time. For the logical part, verbal reasoning is must. In that also, you have to develop your own logic, and you have to catch up on the exceptions that are there and practice. That's all. So if you're preparing to appear in the 2021 CLAT and you are going for a 2-year preparation, I would suggest that you start practicing maths. Get your basic strongs, get your calculation speed strong in the 11th standard only. And you can also start reading newspapers and getting a bit of information about the current affairs that are happening around you. So in the 12th standard, which is the major time that you have to give to your CLAT, you have to start from day one. You have to just give a little bit of time every day. You don't have to miss on. You don't have to clump all of the material together and stuff yourself for the final time. You have to start from preparing from the day one. You do just 1 hour or 2 hour reading every day, and you because you had your basic strong in the 11th standard itself, so you can take up a little bit easy on the math section in your 12th standard. I would recommend that you should start getting a bit heavy practice in legal and logical, which will help you in the CLAT preparation. After you finish your board exams, start taking mocks regularly, and you should start increasing your frequency in taking up mock test, and you should analyze each and every paper that you have given so that you can try to improve yourself bit by bit, and that will be very helpful in your CLAT. So now getting on to how to balance your boards and how to prepare for CLAT at the same time. I will suggest that you, because I was a humanities student, I did not go to any coaching classes for my 12th. I studied at home only. So what I did was, in my summer vacation, I gave my whole time to CLAT, and whenever there were tests, yeah, like you have unit tests, you have monthly tests, so you have to focus on those tests only. And in the last months of the boards, you don't what I did was, I did not prepare anything for CLAT. I just left it for those 2 months because it is a crucial period of time, and once you get your boards done, you will get that gear up for preparing for CLAT. So I personally joined ProTalent in my 11th standard. In the 11th standard, there was not much pressure on the CLAT preparation itself. So we had only 4 hours in a week, 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sunday. The 2 hours on Sunday were, I think, my best time here, because at that time we had our GK sessions which sir personally took, and it was a lot of fun. Like you get to know about everything else that is happening around you, and you have to you get a deeper insight in what the matter is. So being a ProTalent, ProTalent provides you, I think, a lot of content and a lot of support. I personally was very bad at math, so whenever I needed help in that, Namrata ma'am or Nitin sir were always there to help me out. So the personal care and the personal advice that I got was very much useful for my CLAT. And the material, the test series, like we give 37 mocks in the 12th standard itself. So the mocks, they help you to get an idea like how your actual paper will be like, and what you have to do and what not. So the mocks and the preparation material that they give, if you only do that and continuously revising it at the same time, it will help you a lot. So ProTalent, if anybody is aspiring for law, and I would personally suggest that you come and join ProTalent, because the holistic view and the holistic approach towards CLAT is best provided here. We were not only bounded by the studies only. We had to prepare for the symbiosis, VAT, PI, personal interview and written ability test. So everything that that is essential for your development, for being a person who chooses law, ProTalent provides you all this support. So that's why I would recommend you to join ProTalent.